This video will introduce you to HIPPY, an early homeschool intervention program aimed at creating successful collaborations between schools and parents of low-income families in supporting them getting their child ready for school. Currently, research would suggest that children from low-income families are already behind their peers from more affluent backgrounds when it comes to starting school. Low-income students are in families who have limited formal education and access to resources. There is a substantial class divide regarding educational achievement in Ireland, with 90% of students from affluent backgrounds progressing to higher education compared to 16% in poorer areas. Hearn and McMahon found that by the age of 3, children from higher income families on average performed better educationally than children from lower income families. This supports the evidence that children from low socioeconomic status are at risk of delays in educational achievement and cognitive development. Researchers have therefore sought to design interventions to narrow this gap. Based on evidence that early education intervention programs could help prepare such children for success at school, HIPPY was created, initially to respond to the low educational achievement of immigrant children in Israel, but it has since been taken on and implemented successfully in many countries worldwide. HIPPY is therefore a 2-year home visiting program designed for parents who have limited formal education and their children, ages 3 to 5, living in disadvantaged areas. HIPPY aims to support parents in getting their child ready for school by improving the home literacy environment, increasing the quality of parent-child interactions, and building on the parents' confidence and skills for scaffolding their child's learning. HIPPY derives from psychological theory put into practice. Firstly, it is based on ecological systems theory, which recognises that children's development is strongly influenced by external factors in the environment, such as their family, community, and society in which they live. Secondly, it takes reference from attachment theory, which recognises the strong relationship between the child and caregiver and its critical importance in the education of children. Thirdly, it recognises Piaget's theory of cognitive development, which places an emphasis on the child's learning through interaction with their surrounding environment. Finally, it looks at Vygotski's sociocultural theory, which recognises the importance of social interactions for children's cognitive development. So how does HIPPY work? HIPPY is a home visiting intervention that consists of 30 meetings taking place over 2 years prior to entry into primary school. Parents are visited by paraprofessionals where they learn how to use the resource packs and books with their children through role-play exercises. Additional group meetings with other parents and the program coordinators occur to introduce the next week's activity packet and to provide the opportunity for parents to share their concerns or voice questions. It should be noted that home visits were selected to ensure parents' ability to take part in the program was not inhibited by difficulties in travelling to centre-based programs. With regard to the Irish context, national statistics would show a need for intervention in order to address the low educational achievement of these families. If made available, HIPPY would be able to create a stronger link between the home and school. In a lot of educationally disadvantaged families, school is not a priority. Perhaps if a stronger link was made with these families, they would be integrated into the school community earlier on, and levels of child absenteeism and early school leaving may be reduced, and increases in educational attainment may occur. Strengths and limitations to HIPPY. Studies have identified statistically significant positive impacts on a number of child and parent outcomes. Baker et al. 1999 studied its impact in the USA, where 247 families in New York and 226 in Arkansas noted improved cognitive skills and improved classroom adaptations and improved readiness and achievement in school. Additionally, Liddell et al. 2011 studied HIPPY in an Australian context, where improved behaviour is noted in children, and greater parent involvement with the school, and reduced hostile parenting. Having said this, findings from this evaluation discovered a lack of commitment of parents' involvement with the programme and participating for its full duration. Also, the capacity of staff to remain flexible to families' circumstances and to provide support to families when needed was seen to be a difficult factor in HIPPY's implementation. It was suggested that in future perhaps home visits became more tailored to individual needs of the families, where potential barriers and concerns could be discussed in advance. Like all interventions, future research is, however, needed to address all of these issues. Thanks for listening.